Our theme this morning is initiative, and we are happy to have Dr. Mitchell Gaynor back with us again. Dr. Gaynor is professor of medicine at Cornell Medical College and the author of Nurture Nature, Nurture Health, which explores how the environment plays a pivotal role in contributing to the many diseases we're faced with today. Thanks for coming back. We love having you here. You always have great information for us.
It's great to be with you again.
What inspired you to write this book?
Well, there are so many things that people can do to help themselves. A lot of people, they hear about global warming. They hear about the proliferation of environmental chemicals. They hear about 1 in 3 people in America developing cancer, and they just think, well, there's nothing I can do. Nothing could be further from the truth. And one of the things I say right at the beginning of the book, it's never too late. It's never too late because everybody has an immune system. Everybody has a detoxification system, and everybody can minimize the dangerous chemicals that they're exposing themselves to, mostly unknowingly, every day.
I want to talk about cell phones because I use it every day, all the time.
You know, with cell phones, I just think it's important that you don't hold it necessarily right against your head. The hands-free devices are easy to buy now. They're very comfortable, so I would recommend to everybody, if you're going to use your cell phone, just use a hands-free device. It does, because it's not just right up against your skull there.
Now let's talk about strawberries. I've been cutting my strawberries for my daughter because I heard that they have a lot of toxins, and if you peel them, it's a little better, but you say that's not true.
Well, it's a little bit of a false sense of assurance, because I talk in the book about what the most sprayed plants, sprayed vegetables and fruits are, but one of the very commonly used herbicides that they use on strawberries actually it will go right to the center of the plant, so you literally can't wash it off or take skin. So that's one thing that you might want to consider buying organic.
Okay.
The reason for that is you want to decrease the toxic load of chemicals in your body. So as we know, a lot of pesticides and herbicides that are used are not necessarily good for your health. And we also know, given the history of how these have been approved and then banned, DDT was first found in women's breast milk, in human breast milk, in 1951. It wasn't banned until 1972. That was replaced with another pesticide. That was eventually banned when it was found to be harmful. So these bioaccumulate. So you can buy English muffins organic, you can buy rice organic, you can buy cereal organic, and I urge people to eat organic as much as possible. So detoxification, what do you do once these chemicals are already in your body? Well, one of the best detoxifying things you could have is broccoli.
I love broccoli. Just made it last night for my daughter.
And it's good to get children to acquire the taste for those things. But broccoli contains 2 things that are important. One, it contains sulforaphane. Sulforaphane boosts the detoxifying enzymes in the body. And those are the enzymes that get rid of a lot of these environmental toxins before they can do harm to our DNA and our development. Broccoli contains another substance called indole carbinol, and that's important because women have 2 types of estrogen in their bodies, and there's a good type and a bad type of estrogen. The bad type stays around a long time and induces breast cells to proliferate. The good type is actually protective against breast cancer. Well, there are nutrients found in broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cabbage, the cruciferous vegetables, that can literally shift almost all the estrogen in the body from the bad type to the good type.
Eat your vegetables.
It's very good.
And green tea, is that going to help us?
Green tea is very important. I often tell people, if they say, what's one of the best foods that I can do to lower my risk of cancer, I tell them drink green tea. The reason is green tea contains many important compounds. One, the antioxidant in green tea, EGCG, is 20 times more potent than vitamin E, 200 times more potent than vitamin C. And also, it inhibits inflammation in your body. So it can inhibit an enzyme called cyclooxygenase 2. Too much inflammation can lower your immune system and actually promote cancer.
I just noticed it says contains caffeine. Is caffeine a problem?
It depends. For some people, it's a problem. For most people, not very much. And green tea has about 1/3 the caffeine as a cup of coffee.
Now, what about the things like your cleaning
yes.
products that you use in your home?
It's very important to try and avoid as much as possible chlorinated products. So you want to buy non-chlorine bleach like we have here. Also, there are kitchen cleaners, bathroom cleaners. I talk all about these resources in the book, which are completely biodegradable, non-toxic, and that work every bit as well as the chemical things. When you're microwaving, you want to make sure that you don't use wraps in the microwave, because a lot of very dangerous chemical estrogens can actually get into the food if you microwave with wraps. So you want to think about microwaving if you're going to microwave in ceramic or Tupperware, those types of things, rather than the wraps. And it's also important to think about things like ginger. A lot of people aren't thinking about ginger, but this can be used for things besides ginger ale. But the antioxidant found in fresh ginger root, there are 13 antioxidants more powerful than vitamin E just in ginger. So there's a lot of great things.
How do you use ginger? I rarely use it. What could I do with it?
You can cook with ginger. You can use ginger, you know, in
like
certain
a garlic?
Japanese
just
dishes. Yes, as a spice. It can be used spice. It can be used in juices. So there's a lot of different ways. And garlic, also, it sort of has a bad reputation as far as the smell. But when you roast garlic, you tend to get rid of a lot of the negative.
Wonderful taste
things
too,
with
sweet.
that. It is. It's very good. So, fresh roasted garlic can also be used in cooking, but that contains chemicals called allyl sulfides. They're also amazing for boosting detoxification, getting rid of a lot of these hazardous chemicals. There was a paper published in 1998 out of Johns Hopkins that compared women with breast cancer and without breast cancer, and they looked at one of the most important detoxifying enzymes in the body. What they found is that women with the lowest levels of this detoxifying enzyme had a 4-fold increased risk of developing breast cancer. So you want to pay attention to detoxification. You want to pay attention to your immune.
I had a juicer that was getting dusty, but I've pulled it out now. And what is in this drink?
This is a great way of getting a lot. We recommend 6 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. So I have patients that tell me, Dr. Gaynor, I travel, I've got after-school activities with the kids. I can't cook that much. I say, buy a juicer. This has 2 carrots, 2 celery stalks, 1 beet, an apple, half a cup of watercress, 2 tablespoons of ginger root, and an ounce of wheatgrass juice. It's absolutely delicious.
And does it help to boost your immune system?
It's amazing. It has so many immune boosters for every aspect of your immune system.
And is it really delicious?
It's delicious.
Okay, let's try it. To your health. Sweet.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you'd never guess how good it could taste with all those things in it, but it does.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in. One of the things that I love about your book is that not only do you talk about the problems, but you give us practical tips that we can do right at home. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again.
Thank you.